Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, what does Jessica J think about other dating coaches' take on chasing women? I know, I get it. That was a mouthful. That's what she said. But today I am going to be doing a reaction video to one of my greatest, oldest friends in the industry. And when I say oldest, I mean longest running. I think he's still quite a youthful man. His name is Bobby Rio, and to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear what I have to say about what other men have to say about you getting the women you want, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so I was actually at Bobby Rio's house when I was in Jersey a couple days ago, and I was telling him that I was doing these reaction videos, and he was like, oh my God, people do reaction videos to me, and they rip me apart. And I was like, I'll do one to you, and I won't rip you apart. I've actually worked with Bobby so much over the years. I'm in a bunch of his videos on YouTube. I'm in a lot of his products. However, I would say that we mostly are in a line with our views on dating and such. So I was like, you know what, let me do a video reacting to him on something that I talk about with you guys a lot, which is when women pull away and what to do when she pulls away. So let's get right to it.
When a woman starts pulling away and you start chasing after her, she's gone. She's not even gonna look back. You're just pushing her further away. If you had a woman who was into you, she's, talking like there's a future between you, sending you flirty texts in the middle of the day, and then in a blink of an eye, something changed and she's distant. She's unavailable. She barely responds to your messages at all, or she gives you short replies. Then chances are you made at least one, if not all, of the 5 big mistakes I'm going to go over right now. Mistake number 1 is when a woman pulls away, the first mistake most men make is they immediately confess their feelings.
I love this already so freaking much. I have so many guys that once they start feeling like, oh no, I think I'm losing her, they go into hyperdrive and like, let me tell her all my feelings for her. But this, I'm gonna let Bobby describe it for you, but this is an absolute no-no, for sure.
We're convinced that, well, maybe I didn't let her know that I liked her enough. Maybe she didn't know I was serious enough about her, and that's why she lost interest. But the reality is that when a woman senses that this guy's really into me, she pulls back a little bit to give herself some breathing room, because she's like, wow, this is moving towards a relationship, or he seems really into me. Am I sure I want this? She pulls back a little bit. And what happens is the guy does the complete opposite of what he should do. And he starts going further in his, his confessions of romantic interest and wanting to be with her. And, and this takes a woman who was still sort of interested. And this scares her away.
Okay, I disagree a little bit with his wording, saying that we women pull away when you become interested in a relationship, or when we sense that you're interested in a relationship. I wouldn't say so much. Yeah, it's good to move things forward. Yeah, it's good to want us and show you want us. I would say that when we see that you want us more, we pull away. Or when we're not getting what we want out of you, which is some fucking pound town, then we will also pull away. Again, romance can only take you so far. Every romantic movie, Titanic, The Notebook, The Bridges of Madison County, they all involve super hot sex scenes. And if you're just not getting there, or if you're like trying to force it, it's always gonna be awkward. And I know for me, I just stopped talking to a guy because he never fucking hit on me. I never felt wanted. We had great conversations. We had many, many laughs, but I just realized, like, I don't want to have great conversations and laughs. That's what my fucking friends are for. I want somebody who's gonna fuck the shit out of me and let me know that he wants to 24/7.
So mistake number 2 is apologizing or explaining. We start thinking that she's losing interest because we said something stupid, or she's mad that, we couldn't hang out one night, or we come up with some imaginary reason why she's mad at us. And then we start apologizing and explaining ourselves, especially for things that weren't even wrong. And when you do this, you come across as weak in her eyes.
So true. I can't tell you how many guys are just like, hey, I'm so sorry for that thing I said. Like, it was so stupid of me. And I'm like, what thing you said? This to me is making assumptions about what's going on for us instead of being direct and being like, hey, What's going on with you? Too many men are scared to do that because they're scared to get the confirmation that like, yeah, actually I am feeling somebody else. Or even, yeah, actually there isn't the connection I'm looking for. I'm telling you, right now, the problem is always you're not sparking arousal if she's pulling away. Again, speedsparkarousal.com will help you take care of that. And Bobby's so right. This does come across as weak in our eyes because you're placating for the sake of trying to make things better without even knowing what's going on for us. You would much rather be like, I'm sorry, I'm a puss. Please give me the puss. Instead of being the leader and being like, hey, I noticed this shit about you. What's going on, girl? That is not weak. And you know what? It's weak to not do that and not want to know the answer. Especially don't apologize if you don't know what the fuck you did.
You come across as so try-hard, such a pushover, that she's never going to be able to maintain any level of attraction for you. Number 3 is winning her over with a gift. Just like when you confess your feelings, buying her a gift puts pressure on her. When she's not sure about you, the last thing you want to do is put more pressure on her.
Totally right. How many times do I say if a woman doesn't feel good about you, it's gonna be bad. Putting pressure does not feel good. Buying a gift is the same thing as apologizing without realizing what's going on. If you sense her pulling away, buying her a gift will only be more cringe in our eyes. Like, ooh, he got me something, he can't take a hint. Again, I talked about in my last video, this love bucket. If you're putting 80% and she's putting 20 in, what's gonna happen when you add more than the 80% you're already giving? You're literally gonna shove her right out.
Because pressure is the antithesis of her attraction towards you. The more pressure she feels from you, the less attraction she's going to feel. Now, even if it's a small gift, when she looks at it, she's thinking, oh no, this guy really likes me. I'm not sure if I like him that much yet. And it creates a little bit of an awkwardness that she now wants to avoid. So the next mistake is matching her coldness. What I mean by that, and a lot of guys do this, is that when a woman starts getting cold, there's a lot of guys that think they're playing the game. So they go, well, I'm going to get cold too. And what happens though is, so, we don't text her as much as we used to, or we wait longer to respond to her to sort of match what she's doing. But then what happens is, the minute she reaches out to us, we immediately say, hey, so do you want to hang out? And when you do that, she knows that you were just not texting her because you were playing a game, and she thinks, oh, he was just upset that I wasn't texting him, so he wasn't texting me.
I love catching this. I notice guys falling off, not texting as much, not texting as fast when I start falling off. And it's like, I know he was just doing it because he's fucking mad. Would I say that's a big mistake when pulling away? I don't necessarily think it's a mistake. I think you should absolutely match what she gives to you. Again, it's all about letting her come in the bucket, Jesus. It's all about letting her put 50% into your 50%. So I do absolutely recommend pulling away a bit. I actually recommend completely ghosting completely and putting your love bucket stuff into other buckets and stuff. But either way, I totally agree with Bobby in that you are literally now subscribing to this game. Where to her, it's not a game. She's just losing interest and, acting accordingly. You are like, let me try to manipulate her feelings by doing this shit. And then when she comes back, I'm going to be the same motherfucker that she lost interest in.
Now, the last mistake is giving her an ultimatum. A lot of guys do this. And by giving her an ultimatum, you're essentially giving her, again, a big box of pressure that's going to make her take her bags and she's going to continue walking away from you. The other problem, though, with an ultimatum, and it's very similar to the coldness, is that when you give an ultimatum, I always say is you have to display to a woman that you are willing to walk away, right? It's a prerequisite to attraction. She's got to feel like I can lose this guy. Now, the problem with the ultimatum is that most guys who give one, they aren't really ready to walk away from her.
I totally agree. I've been given ultimatums and I'd be like, fine, go! I literally had somebody today message me with an ultimatum because I won't let him come eat my pussy because he's mean to me and I've never met him and it took him months to get an STD check. He refused to give me one. Anyway, he's like, well, you know what? Since you're not going to let me eat your pussy, I'm going to find other pussy to eat. This is your last chance. And I was like, go fucking ahead. You're fucking mean. I'm pretty sure you don't look like your pictures. We've never met. And you gave me such a hard time about getting an STD check. I don't fucking want you anyway. Mind you, this is one of 4 ultimatums he's already given me. So he wasn't ready to walk away, and it does make you look like a puss if you don't actually walk away. If you want to do an ultimatum the right way, you gotta be like, listen, you know what? I'm not feeling this anymore. I'm not sensing the same level of attraction or interest that I have for you, so I'm good. But you have to fucking mean it. And ultimatums only come if she's still contacting you. You don't just give it because you're losing her. It has to be she is still like making random efforts like, hey, what are you doing? My toilet's broken again. Okay, let's see what else Bobby has to say. I'm pretty sure that's the last tip, but let's just see what else.
They're not really ready to lose her, so they immediately backtrack. And again, it makes you look super weak. And it also shows her that you're not willing to walk away. And a woman will only become, and repeat this, only become attracted to a man she fears she can lose. A man who displays a willingness to walk away.
I will say this is probably the first time, and again, me and Bobby have aligned with our views on dating and coaching for years now. I met him before I even started my company, and everything he has to say I'm totally on board with. The reasons that women do what we do, I'm a little shaky on. However, he's right. Don't fucking do any of this shit. Again, it's all about respecting yourself first. If some girl is pulling away from you, what the fuck are you? Oh no, don't lose interest in me. What makes you so interested in somebody who's not interested in you? That shit just blows my fucking mind. And if you notice this is a pattern of yours, women losing interest when, you both are super interested in the beginning, check out my Speak to Spark Arousal system, which shows you how to incorporate that last significant piece to keeping a woman's interest and keeping her obsessed with you so that she doesn't fall off, so that you get to be the one who loses interest for once. Fuck, there's plenty of women out there. You should be losing interest. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.